And welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. One call does it all. When you need legal help, call the group that so many East Tennesseans have called and then been happy that they called, Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. All right. We have run through a number of issues and hurdles that Tennessee will have to clear this fall to reach a championship level, which is certainly the goal. Should be the goal every year now. We left out a few. Guys had one. Somebody had this one, somebody had that one, but we didn't have enough to make the combined list. So I'm just going to run through these here. You guys can jump on it if it was yours very quickly. Kicking game. Chuck,
I don't know how you can duplicate a lot of the success you had last year, especially in the return game. Coverage units are better. You just hope that's going to be
Trevor Daniel was a weapon.
Trevor Daniel was awesome. So you hope that's going to be close to the same, but I don't think you can expect it to be as good.
See, I agree. I think that's going to be tough to match what you got out of it last year because I don't know that, Tennessee's never gotten that much out of it.
How many times did Trevor Daniel flip the field? And you almost forget about that, but it was key. It was key.
Keeping Dobbs healthy, that was on your list.
Yeah, and there's some missed field goals to start the second half and first half. They get a little better with the field goals, but to keep Dobbs healthy.
Second half of the season, though, he did improve.
It is important on pressure games. It's going to be very important to keep Josh Dobbs healthy because who else are you going to go to that can bring what this guy can bring to the field, A, and B, the leadership? I think Josh Dobbs, he's part of the reason why I'm so bullish on Tennessee because of Josh Dobbs and what he's shown me as a person and as a leader.
All right. Josh Ward.
Yeah, injuries. I'll throw Jalen Hurd in too. You got to keep him healthy as well. Who replaces him? They have Kamara. They like John Kelly. Those guys aren't Jalen Hurd. You lose Jalen Hurd, you lose what your offense is.
And I continue to say Jalen Reeves-Maybin. Because to me, that's the guy that was your tackle machine last year. And if he gets hurt, I don't know who steps into that hole and does what he does. Bob.
Can I put a kind of esoteric one on there?
Sure.
How does the ball bounce? Just good old luck. Because if you go back to 1998, Tennessee wins the national championship, and you've got Sterner and pass interference,
have some stuff,
Auburn first and goal at the one, and they can't get in. And so I think does Tennessee get the bounces this year? Last year, you could argue they didn't. How many times did they have Oklahoma's quarterback on the ground? Didn't get him. So a little bit of luck.
All right, we've got three other things. Big plays in general. Team needs to make more big plays on offense. We talked about that all off season. Finally getting a big road win. You've had some road wins, but you haven't beaten one of those traditional power teams on the road. Need one of those. And then overcoming the actual turf at Neyland Stadium. Is the turf going to be better this year? Or are they going to be slip-sliding away over there at Neyland Stadium again? Laugh, but we know that was an issue last year. That was a serious issue last year. We will see you next Sunday, 11 a.m. right here on Channel 6 for the Sports Source. I thank you for watching every week. I thank you for visiting our sponsors. And I thank you for checking us out online at sportsource.tv. See you next Sunday.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame. Shadow boxes come with a lifetime guarantee.